Just wanted to come and show you this bull. He's a stabilizer. What are you at, mister? Feels weird being away from the farm, even just a few days away, and then you come back. It's really weird. But here he is. His name's Alec. So we'll get him a nameplate done up, and he is a replacement for Dave, whose daughter's coming to the herd next year. So Dave's got a big on. Riley's foot hasn't been too bad. All right, babe. Smell a bit funny. He's a nice looking bull, isn't he? All right, boy. Quite a trim fellow, isn't he? Quite, you know, quite like a chiselled man. All right, boy. Not seen me before, so he don't know what it's all about. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Should have some of his calves running around next year. 2 years old. We quite like the stabilizers. They're nice and easy. They just seem to be easy calvers, lots of milk, just a little bit easier on the workload. So tomorrow we're open to finish up at Alistair's. Robert's been up there and power harrowed that last field. That we should be able to match that all in with the tram line, so that'll be good. We'll see that when we get there. Farmer's cast some seed on there, some spring wheat in one of the corner fields. He's had it. This old boy's had his head stuck in the barriers twice. Farmer had to cut him out once, so he'll get the hang of it. See what he loads like. We'll have to have him through the crush in a few days. They'll all be going out very shortly. They would have. This is usually our time. We're putting cows out, not drilling. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place at the moment. The winky works, doesn't it? What's that? That's a good wee, that is. These guys are growing like mad. Right, anyway, we're off home. We'll be back on the cow work soon. Prepping them, getting them ready to go out to the fields, getting them loaded up, and then taking them down the fields. Finished up last night. We got everything drilled here that we wanted to get drilled, and we're now heading back to Alistair's to just finish off that half oak field. Farmer cast some seed on one of the fields. We'll look at that as we go in quickly, but we got to get on today. And then we got some stitching up. I did this off camera last night. I went and had a look at the oats that we had already drilled at home, and there's, you know, the fields that didn't drill well haven't come well at all, so we might just till those up a bit and re-drill them and see what happens. You've got nothing to lose, and we got a bit of spare seed, so, but that'll be later on tonight. We want to get Alistair's finished, and I've got some mud to fling off the tyres here. I'm not going to drag it through. I'm going to go round the field way out. This was the field the other day. It was just, wow, it was an awful mess is what it was. It was pancake tight. Robert pulled it up into some humongous lumps. Farmer's come, he's cast some spring wheat on there. It's late for spring wheat, we know that. He's planted it plenty thick enough, and Robert's come in with a power harrow. It's done a reasonable job. You know, we'll see how it grows, see what it comes to. This one lays very, very wet. If we get wet now, you know, it never does well. If you get dry, it's all right. Farmer was pretty happy with it anyway, so we'll see what it comes to at harvest. And I'll tell you something, we're going across the other side to finish that last field of oats. Robert power harrowed it, so we'll have a bit of comparison there as well. I think it'll just be the same. This one's rolled down pretty nice, to be fair. This is the one we were at it at night. That looks alright. Let's just hope it grows. If we get a grow in time, you know, it'll come to something, and we've just got to see now. Just, you know, that's it. You plant it and then you wait and see what weather you get. The temperature's going to be picking up next week. That will help. That will get everything going. Farmers put fertiliser on already, so that'll all help. It's got its best chance, you know. And a bit of rain at the weekend, 10 mil of rain at the weekend. Yeah, we started tilling this up last Friday, so that's been about a week. It hasn't been crazy going. I wouldn't say it's been crazy going. It's just been busy, you know. We've just been busy. That's how I would describe it. But there we go. We're gonna get cracking here anyway. I've got to get calibrated, and I ain't got enough, you know, I ain't got enough time to film it all. But I'll get calibrated, get on the field, and then we'll come back. This is our field in question. And right, I'm going to start up. I suppose it doesn't really matter which end I start at, does it? Anyway, I named this field, named the guidance line, so we'll come back to it. We're in our field. All the others are just temporary lines. I'll delete them later on, but we haven't mapped any of these fields. You know, we haven't been blessed with time, so it's literally get in, create a line, go. But this one in particular I wanted to come back to. Click on our pond field, press the tick, let's go back. Now if we open this up, now I can drive straight to any of these lines, and that'll tell me where the tram lines are. So we'll match the tram lines in. Moment of truth to see whether our tram line is going to match up. But yeah, I just I stopped the marking on the thing there, so every white line is a tram line on there. I don't know if you can pick that up. So we're drilling a tram line at the moment, so when we get to the other end of the field, we should line up with the other tram line that we drilled a week ago. So that's the beauty of RTK. You wouldn't be able to do that unless you had that, you know. And when it all comes out of the ground, it should look as if there'll be one strip going across the middle for me ins and outs, and then the whole field should look as if it was drilled in one go. But we will see. When we get to the end here, we should got plenty of seed in. Farmer's here, he's on the spinner, he's just casting some fertiliser on. So we are going to be coming up to the end here. This is where all this we drilled about a week ago, and we should be lining up with another white mark, which we are, and we should be bang on with that. I have to turn on what's been rolled, but they'll come with the rolls and just roll these out. Those tyre marks. There's no other way. Hold on. I'll start recording again, and as soon as we're finished drilling, as soon as we're done here, actually, I will delete all those. You could save you know, you could save them and record the lines, and that way your tram lines are in the same place every year. You could do that. That's no issues, but it's just a little bit time consuming, and we ain't got the time to be putting all the data in. I would like to do it, but if you do boundaries, opens it up for let me put the marker down. Nearly forgot that. Opens it up for it'll give you the field sizes, then you can do your calculations to make sure you got enough seed and your seed rate's right. We have got, you know, we've got all that information written down, so yeah. Anyway, farmers going around the headland, and we'll come back to this because I'll be quite intrigued to see if we how it looks when it all comes out the ground. Hopefully it grows. Hopefully it gets a chance to grow. They'll be up here rolling it. Maybe not today, probably maybe tomorrow afternoon if it stays dry. And then tomorrow night they got rain coming in. So yeah. But all my tram lines should look like we drilled the whole field as one. So that would be pretty cool. That is the beauty of RTK. That's what you pay the money for. It's all worked out how I wanted it and how I expected it to. So yeah, brilliant. These headlands are a little bit soft up here. Just turn it around. Oh, there's our line over there, look. Get her up to speed. These steering kits don't like it. You know, we've got a lot of seed on at the moment, so we're a little bit light on the front. And when the front wheels can't grab the soil, you know, to know where it is, they don't like it very much. It's the only time they struggle with the motorised steering kits. You know, to alleviate that, you carry a front weight, but we're trying to carry as less weight as we can on this job. But as soon as you put the drill down, boom, it's perfect. There goes Farmer, look. I don't know what he's putting on there, nitrogen or nitrogen sulphur, something like that. And yeah, anyway, after this we're heading back home. We're going to go and do some patching up. I'll show you a little bit of that. You'll be fed up of seeing me on this drill. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow we're going to take this off. Everything will get mended, probably another day, because we've got cow work on. We've got a lot of cow work coming out of our ears actually. So Farmer had a calf this morning, that was good, he said. They're servicing the Manitou, so Tony's here servicing the Manitou, the new one. Keithy he's cultivating some stuff we did yesterday. Young Robert is just getting a bit of till going in the patchwork we got to go and do, and the old man's running about with fuel and God knows what. And yeah, just getting the last bit of seed over from here back home. We've got a little bit of seed left over, so we're going to go and patch it. You know, it might not come to anything, but you know, this one's getting drilled today, so it's going to be about the same as this. Little 70 on Terra tyres. I love that little thing. With we were just saying, with a full tank of fert in that thing, it's a little bit light on the front. But we don't like carrying weight around for no reason, so we just sort of deal with it. But it could do with a front weight. You know, if things were drier and harder underfoot, you'd put a front weight on and go like that. But yeah, I think he only puts 2 bags in at a time, spins about. But if you fill it, if you brim it right to the thing, it's pretty much on the back wheels. But them Terra tyres come in big time this year. We put them in the back of that shed thinking we wouldn't use them. He needs to come on this line, because this line's a tram line. He's got it wrong, ain't he, this time? He's about to spray us. He does his count to 5 and then turns back on himself. There he goes. Yeah, fertiliser everywhere. It's not good. We will wash the tractor, don't worry. We're stitching in some corn. I'm just doing it as best as I can by eye, you know. Just doing the worst of the field. The bare bits, you know, these bits, they're a little bit thin here, so just re-drilling them. Got one more field, we're going to re-drill that completely. And then there's another couple of fields. If I've got enough seed, I'll go and patch them up, and if not, that will do it for today. Where it gets good, look, I get to about just where it starts getting better again, pick her up. No tram lines, because I ain't got the farmer's line on here anymore. I deleted it, so you know, it's a bit of a, where do you sort of, it's always where do you sort of start and where do you finish. But just pitch in anywhere, I sort of think. You know, it's not all the field, it's not every single, there's one row there that's actually relatively good, but yeah, nobody likes doing this job. This job's a rubbish job. You know, you want to come away and be done with it. This is where someone left some massive ruts. Seed alarm going off. We'll get one more couple of roses. But we've got some extra seed, so it might as well go on. There's going to be a bit of rain coming. It might improve it. That's not going to show up. It might not, but we'll see how it goes. Finish the day off anyway. It's the next day. We're just picking up some equipment. We got pretty much 99% of what we wanted though. Robbie was just picking telehandler up. The spinner will stay up here for a little bit. Get everything locked up. Want the compressor at home to blow tractors off. We went patching up last night. Keithy was up here, he was just cultivating over top of some of the other fields that just needed a little bit extra. Then he got the rolls on. He was rolling till about 10 o'clock. He actually went back to Alistair's, rolled that last field that we drilled yesterday, that we matched up together. Yeah, had a good day in the end, and it's rained this morning. There's a big chunk of rain coming tonight. Just going to catch up with a few jobs today. To finish off with, I think they're cleaning out the cow yard. They're going to be pulling the front out of the store sheds. It's just building up at the front there, so they're going to pull that out. We've got some cow work next week. We've got to get some of them cows out. And Dave and Robert, they're going to put the harrows and rolls on. They're going to go head off to some of the hay fields and start having a look at those. Yeah, me and Farmer got to put a clutch in the truck and a few hay deliveries as well. Really happy to get what we got done in the ground. We just see what comes now. Bit of rain will get it going. Hopefully some warm weather, and that'll perk it up, and we just see what happens. This here is a bunch of casualties off the Quality Max, where it's been so hard. It's yeah, it's done a number on the times, but I don't know. We'll get them all replaced. We're going to rip the points off there because they're brand new. We haven't just put them on, so we'll rip the points off. We'll get her set up. We'll get her back to normal. In good going, you know, it doesn't rip them off like that, but we had to get in there and scratch up a till for the drill, so unfortunately it had to be done. But yeah, you can see how hard it was by the amount of these, that and everything. I think there's another 6 or 7 to go on that pile yet. Video is probably getting on, so I'm going to end it, but I'll just quickly walk through the last of the cows that are about to calve. Old Dave's in here now, the new bull's over the other way. Farmer's had the truck in and done the clutch. That's nearly back together. He's going to finish that in the morning. There are only 2 or 3 cows left in here to calve. She is one of them, number 11. And I'll just take you through some of the newest calves. I can't tell you whose is who at the moment because we need to do a bit of a tagging session. There's one laid down here. Some proud mums in here, so we've got to be a little bit vigilant. There's one outside. Just been doing some repairs on the drill. Managed to change that foot. That was glued on, so it's easy with a grinder. Get a grinder in there and cut them off, and then you sort of just got to peel them away. But they're a job to do when you're out in the field, unless you've got the grinder with you, and then they're not too bad. 242, she's one of our oldest. That's her calf down there, look. Yeah, that one that we thought might prolapse, she had her calf last night, and I can show you her actually. She didn't prolapse, which surprised us all. There's Dave, look, his foot's better. Farmer's been jabbing him with that jabber. It's like a field jabber, so you just press it in him and it puts 20 mil into him at a time. So Farmer's given him 3 doses of that, and he's walking better on his feet, so that's good news. She's definitely not going to calve. She's going to be down the road, unfortunately. 3, 2, 1. Well, I'll show you right now. All right, go. You can see, you know, she's had that hanging out of her a long while. And we said last year, oh God, you know, when she comes to calf, that's going to be a nightmare. But she threw calf out, good as gold, no worries. She's being weird. There's a calf down here. All napping. We'll get in here and tag them up. I think farmers on about having Daisy here next week to help with some cattle work. We've got a load of cattle work. We've got to get them prepped to go out, get them out to the fields. It's been a cold week, so they couldn't have got out last week anyway, because we've had another dose of pneumonia, one in this shed here, which was a bit of a pain. But you know, if you catch it early and you give them the good dose of antibiotics, it brings them back around. You know, we haven't had any deaths from it. Cold nights and warm days always bring in pneumonia every time. So yeah, there's 2 or 3 left in here that we think are still to calve, and then that'll be it, I think. You know, Dave's in here now. He's been bullying about a little bit. All right, girl, she's the one. She's looking for her twins. She can be a bit feisty, this one. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. We'll catch up again on Monday. I'm going to have a day off tomorrow. We've had a really good week. We're well chuffed with what we got done. I think farmer said it was about 530 or 40 acres, something like that, in a week. You know, some of it wasn't perfect, some of it was good. You know, we'll just see what comes. We've got a bit of rain coming tonight, so that'll get it going hopefully. And we if we get some good growing weather, it'll do well. We just see what comes. So there we go, we'll leave it there. Thank you very, very much for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one, putting cows out hopefully.